This is The Big Question with Dr. Ellie Gonzalez, brought to you by Good News Unlimited, tackling the big questions in a simple and positive way.
And today's big question is, do Christians rely on blind faith? Well, I'm a Christian and I think blind faith is stupid. In fact, the phrase blind faith is one that's been invented by the opponents of Christianity to make us look bad. Nowhere in the Bible and nowhere in the teachings of Christianity are we ever told to have blind faith.
However, there is a sense that we all have faith in what we don't see for ourselves. We use it regularly in our daily lives. When you board an aircraft, you probably don't check the cockpit, that all the instruments are working correctly and the pilots are correctly trained and certified. Although you may never verify it firsthand, you have faith that all these things have been done and that they're in place. Why do you have faith in that situation? Well, because you're trusting that there are systems, there's training, there's accreditation and maintenance, and all of those things are all in place, although you've never seen these things for yourself, have you? The fact is, and this might be a new concept for some people, that the God of the Bible values thought, reason and logic. In the Bible of Isaiah, he challenges us with the words, "Come now, let's reason together." God always gives us enough evidence to start believing. Then he actually wants us to use our brains to look at the evidence and join the dots. That's what we do in everyday life anyway, isn't it? But when it comes to God, people don't like joining the dots, do they? There's a double standard here. Can you see it? Why is it that although we personally don't understand everything about the physical world around us, yet we believe it, but we insist on understanding absolutely everything about the infinite God and the things of the Spirit before we will believe? Well, that's where trust comes in. That isn't a strange concept either, is it? Trust is fundamental in every relationship, and that's what faith is for a follower of Jesus. Faith is a relationship based on trust.
For me, the central issue of faith has to do with the resurrection of Jesus. Let's look at it. God doesn't ask you to believe that the resurrection actually happened based on some kind of blind faith. He's given us the evidence of hundreds of eyewitnesses and the evidence of the resurrection's impact on history. In fact, it would be hard to possibly come up with more evidence for the resurrection than what God has already given us. And so God says, I've given you a heap of evidence for that. I'm sure that you can now trust me for the rest. And as far as blind faith is concerned, I'm all for using your brain. I'll even go as far as to say that it's the person who chooses not to look at the evidence and weigh it up rationally who is truly blind.
For more, contact goodnewsunlimited.com.